everybody, Dr. Diane Mueller. In this video, we're going to talk about shortness of breath and Babesia. I'm a Lyme, mold, and chronic infections expert. Now, I already did another video on how Babesia, which is a parasite that is an insect-borne parasite. We get Babesia when insects bite us. And I did a video called Babesia and its effect on the red blood cells, which you can also find on this channel. And in that video, I talk a little bit about the mechanism of how Babesia impacts the red blood cells, which lead to shortness of breath because the red blood cells are responsible for oxygenating our tissues. So in this video, what I want to bring some insight to is that shortness of breath, when we were talking about chronic infections and toxins, Babesia and mold look very similar. So mycotoxins, the toxins from mold, can actually cause shortness of breath, can cause a lot of other symptoms that we see with Babesia, such as exercise intolerance, such as rage and emotional dysregulation. So if you're experiencing these types of things, if you have Babesia, if you know you have Babesia, or you suspect you have Babesia because you've been reading about symptoms, what I want you to know is it's also really important to do a urinary mycotoxin test, because the urinary mycotoxin test is going to let you know if you have mold buildup in your system. And it's very, very, very common that when people have Babesia, they also have mycotoxin buildup. In fact, I see these things go together more often than stand alone. So what will happen sometimes if you have both these things and you start treating, say, Babesia, because you don't know the whole picture. Let's say you just test for Babesia and you start treating that and you know you have mycotoxin illness. Oftentimes people will give up and say this treatment's not working when it actually is working. It's killing the Babesia, but it's just not killing. It's not taking care of the entire problem, the entire grouping of categories of root causes that are impacting and causing that symptom. So you really remember that knowledge is power, that the more data you have around truly what the root causes are, the better you can actually treat these things. So you want to look for Babesia, absolutely, if you're worried about shortness of breath, if you've been bitten by ticks or other insects, you definitely want to do testing, but you also want to do testing for urinary mycotoxins to see if this is another problem, another contribution to shortness of breath. So information about how to order those tests directly to consumer, because a lot of times conventional docs are not ordering these kind of tests. So information about how you can order those direct to consumer to check on yourself is in the show notes. You'll also find in the show notes information about working with my clinic. I hope this has been helpful. Remember, always, always, always think root cause, ask why. We always want to know why. We always want to know the root cause. All right, everybody, I hope this has been helpful. Please do subscribe, share this with your friends and family. Please